So, hello friends, I am back again with yet some more rules of subject-verb agreement. So, I hope you all are enjoying the videos based on this topic and you are able to understand the concept behind it. So, before we begin today's video, let's have a quick revision of all the rules that we have studied so far. The very first and basic rule was that whenever our subject is singular, we use singular verb, and the subject is plural, then we use plural verb. So your first rule is singular subject uses singular verb and plural subject uses plural verb. Apart from that, we have studied some more rules related to the conjunction and. Two sentences joined with and, but yet sometimes it takes singular verb and sometimes it takes plural verb. So what were those rules? Those rules were when two singular subjects are joined by and, the verb is plural. Like Ram and Shyam are friends. So I have Ram and Shyam, both are two singular subjects. They are joined by and since the subject becomes plural, your verb is plural. But at the same time, we also studied that two singular subjects when joined by and take singular verb. So in what cases it takes singular verb was that when both the subjects talks about one particular idea. When both the subjects express one single idea, we make use of singular verb because now though two subjects may appear as different subjects, but they form a part of one idea. So one idea means singular subject and hence we take singular verb. We also studied that two singular subjects when joined by and again take singular verb when we pay attention to articles, whether articles are present or not. So, when two singular subjects are joined by and articles are not repeated. When articles are not repeated, both the subjects refers to the same person and hence your verb is singular verb. Same way we also saw when two singular subjects are joined by and we have repeated articles. Articles are repeated with both the subjects. Then the verb is plural. Why? Because both the subjects, both the qualities mentioned in the subjects belong to two different persons. And hence your verb is plural. Like the philosopher and guide is dead. The philosopher and guide both refers to the same person and hence we have singular verb. You can see the philosopher and guide. Article is not repeated there. So it takes singular verb. But the same way if I write it in another way, the philosopher and the guide we say are dead. Because now the philosopher and the guide both are two different subjects and hence the verb is plural. I hope these points or these rules are clear to all of you. If it's still not clear, you may refer to the video link mentioned below in the description box. So in today's video, we are going to study about those subjects which are joined by other connectors other than and take singular verb. So in this format, we will study only about those subjects which take singular verb. We have more than one subjects, but yet they are joined by singular verbs only. For example, the next rule states two singular subjects joined by with, together with, along with, no less than, and not, any one of these connectors. If two subjects are joined by these connectors, we take singular verb. The subject takes singular verb. We use singular verb. For example, the purse with all its document was lost. So you can see two subjects are joined by with, takes singular verb. I have one subject as the purse and its documents. Both are joined with and the verb is singular. Same way, in another example you see the ship along with its crew is missing. What actually is missing is ship. So this is your main subject. In the same way, in the previous example also, purse is your main subject. Now when we talk about purse, definitely all the content that is present in the purse is also locked. So we say the purse with all its document. Means the person who has robbed the purse, the person who is robbed of the purse has lost all the content that was present in the purse. So your main subject is the purse, which is singular, and hence your verb is singular. Same way, here also the ship along with its crew is missing. In this also the ship is your main subject. And when we talk about the missing ship, what happens? On the ship, there are many persons on board, and those persons on board also go missing. So the only ship is not missing. The ship along with all its content is missing, and hence your verb is singular. Here also you can see two subjects are joined with along with. Coming to the next example, you will see he and not you is to be blamed. Here we are talking about the personal pronouns. Whenever I talk about this person, he is always accompanied with you. He is always accompanied with this person. As a result, what happens? When anything happens to the first person, that is your main subject, the person associated with him will also be tracked. So here he and not you is to be blamed. So you can see joined by and not, verb is singular. I hope you all are getting these points. Again, another example, Ravi no less than you is guilty. Means both of them, both Ravi and the person you, both are guilty. So the main subject is your Ravi and your verb is singular. Here also you can see they are joined by no less than. So if you use such connectors, we talk about the first subject, the subject that is mentioned in the first place, and that is the main subject. And hence the verb takes the number of these subjects which are present at the first place. Coming to the next rule, two singular subjects joined by either or, neither nor, or no. When such subjects are there, the verb will be singular. Why? Because when I join two subjects with either or, neither nor, or not, I am left with a choice. I am provided a choice. So what happens? I have only one subject left, and hence we talk about one subject, your verb is singular. Singular subject, singular verb. For example, either you or she has broken the vase. So I have this subject and this subject. You as singular subject and she as singular subject, but joined by either or. There were two persons present, so any one of them has broken the vase. So here I have an option, a choice to make, and hence either I'll talk about you or I'll talk about she. The verb is singular. Same way, neither Suraj nor his sister. Again I have two persons, but with an option. Stating neither nor, stating none of them. None is zero, and hence the subject becomes singular and your verb is singular verb. Your verb is singular verb. Same way, Lata nor his sister is present. Here also you can see two subjects joined by nor takes up singular verb, because nor means none of them were present. No one was present, and hence the verb is singular. Coming to the next rule, when two or more singular subjects are joined with each, every, either, neither, one of, or many a, and some more are there. Here we are going to talk about the distributive pronouns and adjectives. So when these distributive pronouns or adjectives are used with subjects which refer to two or more number, then also we use singular verbs. Like, each child is honest. Now here I have number of children along with me, and I am talking about one particular child, each particular child of that group, and I refer to their qualities. That is, each child is honest. Means in that group, the whole group is honest. So here I am talking about the members of those group, that each child is honest. So your subject is singular and verb is singular. Since I have singular group, it's singular verb. And I am talking about each member of that group, here it is singular verb. So you can see each child is singular. Child is your singular subject. Same way, every Indian honors the flag. Here also you can see the singular subject Indian is joined with every, or it uses every as its adjective form. The verb is singular. Here also I am talking about each individual Indian citizen. So the verb is singular. Coming to the next example. Either of the boys is guilty. I have number of boys. You can see a subject is there. But since I am talking about a particular boy, I have number of boys there, and I am talking about that this whole group is guilty. But each and every child has not done the crime, or they have not done the mistake. So what will I say? Either, any one of the boys. Like at home, you are brothers and sisters. So what happens, some mistake if you do, your mother says, any one of you have done it. Because each one says, I have not done. But still, somebody has done, so who is that somebody? One of you. So either means one of the boys. So either of the boys is guilty. So your verb is singular. Same way, neither of the books is cheap. I have number of books and all the books are costly. None of them is cheap. So 0. No books are cheap. So I have 0 books. Joined by neither, subject, books, and verb is singular. Got it? Coming to the next one of the ships is missing. In the ocean or the sea, we can see number of ships sailing. So when the ship left, there were around 10 ships, and when they returned, or when it was spotted on the way by some other ship, there was one ship missing, one ship less. We don't know which particular ship was missing, but one of the ship, any one ship is missing from that fleet. So here I have subject and your verb is singular. I hope you have understood when to use singular verb in spite of having multiple subjects.